Greetings, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, this is Ama Light Worker. I am about to do a live reading for each and every one of the zodiac signs for the month of March 2020. I'm going to give a little time to people to log on to their accounts. I'm not going to start right away. Chef Max, hi, how are you? How is everybody doing today? So as I said, I'm going to give a little bit more time to everybody to open your YouTube accounts. It is going to be a live Akashic reading for each and every sign of the zodiac. Hi, love 888 spirit. So I'm trying to go back to my normal routine when I start to do the monthly predictions. I did make another announcement in one of my previous videos that I had to have emergency surgery, and it's taken me a long time to recover. It's going to be months and months until I fully recovered. But in the meantime, I just wanted to touch base with my YouTube audience. Please always remember that you can also follow me on Facebook. With the same, I have a Facebook page with the same name, Ama Light Worker. I will be posting the link to my Facebook page down here below in the show more description box as well. So we have a few people live online right now. Rahel, hi, how are you? We are going through intense energies internally. Sometimes it feels like nothing is happening, but there's a lot going on with our inner emotions. You may notice that maybe people around you, there's something going on with people around you. Not to mention that as a collective, we are going through a lot. Coronavirus and the fear that surrounds coronavirus is one of them. The fear surrounding the coronavirus is a little bit, it's a very strong fear. It's affecting the economy to some degree. So just to mention a little bit, like as a collective, what is happening. So please understand that we had two eclipses in January, February. We're going to have two more eclipses coming up. I don't remember the exact dates. Mercury is retrograde right now. There's a lot of talks by astrologers about Jupiter and Saturn and their movements and how these two planets are affecting our finances and our jobs. So that was just to give you a little bit of what is happening as a collective. I don't know if anybody here is able to see my comments here. Okay. So for that reason, I did decide to organize an energy clearing webinar, and it's like a group healing. And yes, of course, I always act based on what the Akashic records suggest that I do for my audience. So for those of you who are interested to participate in the group energy healing, the link to sign up for it is posted down here below in the show more description box. You can always email me at amalightworker@gmail.com, or please go to visit my website, www.amalightworker.com. So as I said, it's the perfect time to do some energy clearing. And when you do a group energy clearing, the vibration is even higher. The more people participate, the more we clear as a collective. You can always ask me questions about it. I have done live energy clearings for you guys on YouTube. You can always find those videos from my channel. And that was just to give you an idea of what an energy clearing is. And compared to what I'm going to be doing on the webinar on March 14 at 12 o'clock noon, that's only the tip of the iceberg. I am going to be using some of the most powerful tools, some of the most powerful services, the most requested services that I have had over the years. I'm going to combine energy clearing, Reiki, and an Akashic healing meditation. So for those of you who are familiar with energy clearings that I have been doing for you guys on YouTube, you know that it's powerful. I have been getting a very great response. The one that I'm going to be doing on March 14th will be even more powerful. Now, with that being said, please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, subscribe somewhere here if you are not subscribed already, and always remember to turn on the notification bell. Please do help me at the very end to tag with a timestamp for each zodiac sign, okay? So I am about to begin with Aries, Sun, Rising, and Moon. Please do listen for your rising sign and for your moon sign. For March 2020, the Akashic records are revealing to me that many of Aries are going to have to deal with something that is affecting your health. I get a lot of discomfort for many of you in your joints, limbs. Some of you could be in the talks about the possibility of facing some kind of a medical intervention, surgery. There is a certain sense that you as an Aries sun, rising on moon, you are asked to slow down. It is now time for you to withdraw, to kind of go within, to rest. It's time for you to make peace with yourself. If it is currently something going on with you, and maybe you just cannot wrap your head around it, if there is anything from the past, it does feel that you are going to have some kind of a breakthrough. When this breakthrough happens, you are going to be just as shocked as you were shocked when the struggle or with the situation also at your bills. Save every receipt, anything that you could be purchasing, whether it is online or at the store, save receipts, because in a couple of months or maybe in a couple of days, you may need them. It's also very important, they're talking about trust issues with Aries. Your trust will be maybe taking you in a new direction. You may be experiencing intense trust issues about a situation. For other Aries, if it's not a situation, it could be trust issues in regards to a partner that you may have, a spouse, a partner, a business partner, a work colleague, could be in regards to one of your neighbors. In some ways, you are about to experience, maybe you have already experienced these deep feelings of mistrust, having a hard time trusting, or maybe just realizing that maybe you trusted the wrong person. You have to be very careful with your possessions, your wallet, your valuables. Make sure that you lock the door and you check twice, the car door, the door to your home. There's going to be something for those of you who work. There's going to be something happening in the workplace that is going to make you feel puzzled. You don't know what to make of it. Could be some gossip, could be around some gossip, but there's going to also be talks about moving people, shifting people from one job position to another, the shifting of responsibilities. So if you are in Aries and you are attending right now live, do send me a message. You can always re-listen to this live reading on the recording that will be posted later on YouTube. Make sure that whatever you do, Aries, Sun, Rising, or Moon, make sure that it's very clear to you in which direction you are going. Do your best not to waste your energy, not to waste your thinking, your mind, your judgment on things that are not most important right now. Prioritize what do you need in the immediate future and focus on that. Taurus sun, rising and moon. Please do listen for your rising sign and for your moon sign. And please, to my audience members, if I lose track of the zodiac signs, please do remind me what sign comes next. Taurus, I get a certain sense of confusion. You are not clear. You may be struggling with feelings of uncertainty. Some of you may find yourself to be in some ways busy, particularly if you are a working Taurus sun, rising, or moon. But also I get the sense that your home and your family may be needing your attention. Somebody around you may be acting in a very strange way. They may be acting, or a group of people, could be a few people, acting maybe in a way that is not very clear to you. You have to allow this person or this group of people, you have to allow them to have the space that maybe they are asking of you right now, but also be very aware of other people's needs, feelings, and trace your actions, your train of thinking. Maybe subconsciously you may have been doing something that in some ways affected another person in a negative way. I get a sense that you yourself could be the one, maybe you need some practical help right now, but at the same time, there could be a situation where maybe another person around you, a loved one, they could be the ones who need some practical help. If you do have a landlord, there could be some notification, some news from the landlord that is not going to make you too happy. Maybe that already happened and you still have to work it out. You still have to find a solution in regards to the communication between you and your landlord. Could be about a mortgage if you don't have a landlord, could be about a bank transaction. There's certainly different situations, different information that you are advised not to act right away until you fully clarify the information. Make sure that you truly understand the situation, the information, what is presented to you. Children may be giving you a hard time. If you are a parent and maybe your children are still young, I get the sense that they're going to be a little bit more fussy, maybe even a little bit sick. I also get the sense that at some point you may be feeling like at the end of the rope. You feel like you're running out of your patience and you're like, I had it. I'm just going to do whatever I have to do, or maybe I need a rest. I'm not going to think about this now. But I do have a sense that your patience will be tested. Be aware of losing things. Gemini sun, rising, or moon. Always listen also for your rising sign and for your moon sign. They're showing me a lot of communication with Gemini back and forth with different groups of people. If you belong to different groups of people online, there's a lot of communication, talking on the phone, running into people that either communicating or running into people that maybe you haven't seen in a long time. Almost it seems like problems are coming out of nowhere. communication issues may be coming out of nowhere. I get a sense for a lot of you Geminis that they're talking about shadows of the past. Somehow they're going to find you. Could be people that you're going to run to that maybe you haven't seen in such a long time. You could be experiencing similar emotions, okay, that maybe you experienced during the darkest times of your life. But one thing is for sure, some change is happening. May not be visible to all of you Geminis that change is happening. I get a sense that whatever is happening now either is going to come to an end, to a completion, or to a resolution in April. But it does feel that for right now in March, you truly have to be patient. Some of you could be doing advertisement either on behalf of a friend, on behalf of a company that you may be working for, on behalf of a business that you may have. Your psychic abilities could be heightened. A lot of you are going to get premonition and messages either through your dreams. You could be seeking the help of a psychic, psychologist, naturopath, a doctor, other healthcare professionals. But I get a sense that whatever help you are seeking or consulting that could be happening in March is going to give you a deeper perspective, is going to give you a deeper understanding to the point that you could feel like is going to shake you to the very core. Either you're going to get a prediction that is going to turn out to be so accurate, could be about blood test, blood work, could be about if you're counseling with a financial specialist, if you're counseling with a lawyer, if you're counseling with an immigration lawyer, psychoanalyst, it doesn't matter who is it that you're counseling with, is going to be extremely very helpful, to the dot, to the point, very precise. But you also need to prepare yourself to have the proper understanding. You have to make sure that you truly understand this information or these results. I get a sense that some of you Geminis could be dealing with some paperwork. You may be thinking about a legal situation. You could be thinking about starting a legal situation or whatever you need to put together so that you can finally end a legal situation if that is the case for you. Change of your habits, change of your daily life could be happening in March. And for many of you, they are showing me your digestive tract being a little bit sensitive, issues with different organs of the digestive tract, maybe something in connection to nutrition, but definitely something is changing in your daily routine, in your daily life. It's very important, Gemini, that you do understand the importance of going within, so you can just check in with yourself. And sometimes when you are relaxed, you can just get the answers like an epiphany, a solution in that state, in the meditative state, when you are calm. The kind of anxiety that you may be experiencing could be like the kind of anxiety that maybe you don't show it at a surface, but it is very much manageable. Your fears are very much emphasized. Do everything you have in your power to deal with your fears. Some solution is about to happen. So staying in the path that you have, stay in the path, in the course that you have chosen. So I hope that this is making sense to you, Gemini. The next sign is Cancer, Cancer Sun, Cancer Rising, and Cancer Moon. Please always remember to listen for your rising sign and for your moon sign. You are going to be dealing with the financial aspect to a situation. If there is anything that you like to do right now, it feels like You need to figure out how much money you need for it, how much money is required. But I also get a sense that in some ways you are trying to help someone around you who may be needy right now. Either they need your emotional support, they need practical help, they may be needing some money. You may be getting news around a surgery, could be one of your parents, could be someone in the circle of your family, friends, and acquaintances. If it's not a surgery, it's something in regards to their health. I have a sense, Cancer, that you are going to examine a certain situation that you are in from all possible angles, and you're going to be making lists of things. You could be making a list of option A, B, C. If this doesn't happen, maybe I can choose this, maybe this other thing, B, C. I get a sense that it's now time for you to start. It's about options. Take a look at whatever options are being presented to you right now. There is a group of Cancer Sun, rising or Moon that are still struggling with a relationship issue. Either you may still struggle to make that decision whether are you going to be in this relationship or married or not. Or if you already have made that decision, you may still be going through the process of divorcing or breaking up with a person and everything else in regards to that. I get a certain sense that some of you Cancerians could be dealing with assets, distribution of assets, separation of assets. It could be in regards to an inheritance, the settlement of an estate, could be the result of some kind of a breakup, divorce, or in regards to a business partnership. You would need to be on the lookout for people or situations that maybe you did put a lot of trust in it, and maybe you know how life it is sometimes, it just didn't turn out to be what you thought it would be. Do be in the lookout for how you could be, but also be on the lookout for scams, people who may be scamming you in some ways, or at least trying to scam you. You know, when you receive those emails, give me your account number, I'm about to give you some money, you won the lottery, kind of scams. And it's very important that you keep your calm. Some of you could be going through some very intense feelings, almost like being depressed, but I also have a sense that it feels like whatever is happening in March, in April, or in May, either you are going to get out of it or you're going to start to see some results. It is time for many of you Cancerians to place the seed. Okay, it could be a new idea. You could be working on a business idea. The start of something new could also be about pregnancy, but they keep repeating the message. It's time for you to start to plant the seeds. Next sign is Leo. Leo, sun, rising, or moon. So please do listen for your rising sign and for your moon sign. A project is coming to a head. You are about to complete something of importance. Could be repairs around the home, could be in regards to a work project, could be in regards to family matters, could be a whole lot of things that are about to be completed. At the same time, I also get a sense that on one way you need to push forward, okay? But on the other hand, you also need to slow down. Every chance that you have, every free moment that you have, try to relax, try to sleep, whatever you do, whatever you can do to recharge your battery. Some of you Leos could be either reaching out to somebody, maybe you want to help them, could be one of your siblings. I get a sense that in some ways you're going to feel like Leo is showing up and Leo is saving the day for everybody. If it's not one person looking up to you and looking for your advice or some kind of help for you, I get a sense that Leo, you're just going to show up to be the solver of the problems in some ways. There's something that you are still processing, and it doesn't matter whether it is still fresh or it happened a long time ago. It is about some kind of a breakup, and how maybe some of those emotions, whatever happened during that time of that breakup, whether it was the breakup of a relationship or a marriage or a business partnership, it feels like you still need to process a lot from what happened during that period. Could also be in regards to money and finances. Some of you Leos are about to receive some very good news in the next upcoming months. In April, May, throughout summer, I get a sense that from the Akashic records that in 2020, you are going to have a major breakthrough with your life. Could be travel involved, international travel, moving to a different country, moving home, starting a new relationship, a new person in your life. So these are some of the things that could be happening to many Leos at different times, at different months, of course. But the Akashic records feel the need to let you know that there's better around the corner. There's something better is about to happen, because some of you could be feeling very down right now. You may not be feeling very hopeful about your future. Try not to resist change, because I have a sense that whether you like it or not, you are going to have to deal with surprises, unpredicted things, issues that you need to address that may be coming out of nowhere. So don't fight the energy, embrace the energy. And as I said, they're talking about the energy of change a lot around you, Leo. Something that you may be doing that involves an audience could be going well, but the true results, you may not necessarily collect or see the true results right now. They're going to be coming a little bit down the line. Maybe you have a YouTube audience. Maybe you have a Facebook audience, Snapchat, Twitter. Maybe you are in the arts and the seeds now, and you're going to reap the rewards later. Virgo, sun, rising, or moon. Please always listen to your rising sign, for your rising sign and for your moon sign. Healing, they're talking about healing. And they're talking about planetary movements involving the zodiac sign of Virgo not only are going to affect you, Virgo, but they are also going to affect all of us as a collective. There's healing that will be happening in March. You're going to recuperate from lost energies. You're going to be recuperating from your past. If you are getting sick, or maybe you have been sick, it feels like a lot of healing will be happening at a physical level with you, Virgo. It's very important that at an emotional level, energetic level, mental level, you learn how to let go so that you can help yourself in this healing process. You have to be very patient with yourself. If this is not about you, maybe you are taking care of somebody who is sick, again, you have to be very patient with them. A lot of you Virgos are going to find yourself to be ready to address your issues with some kind of a professional. If it is that maybe your issues are financial, you're going to be talking to an expert about finances and how to resolve them. Could be about debt, credit card debt, could be about a loan, a mortgage, could be about getting a raise, getting a second job. You're going to be talking to the right people to address it. If it is about your health, again, you are going to be talking to the right specialist, health care specialist, to address it. If it is or psychologist, if that's the case, if it is like about moving or relocating, again, you're going to talk to the right people who maybe have the knowledge or the expertise, or maybe they have been, or maybe they had gone through a similar circumstance and now they have gained some wisdom to share with you. I get a sense of your bank accounts, and I get a sense like some of you could be opening a bank account, otherwise are going to be looking into closing a bank account. Somebody could be approaching you, Virgo, with the idea to offer something to you. They're not going to make you any promises, but they're going to approach you with the idea that I'm thinking about moving in with you. I'm thinking about giving you a promotion. I'm thinking about giving this important project to you, and you're going to be the lead in this project. You may find yourself attracting people who are going to confide in you, or maybe they're going to spill their guts to you. But in some ways, you're going to feel like you are at the center of that attention, or you may be feeling like you are at the center of things. It's very important that throughout it all, either you need to address your anger or you need to address your fear. You may be experiencing both. Whatever you are experiencing could be very intense. So please do not act when your feelings are very intense. Okay? When you find yourself more grounded, then take the proper course of action. I get a certain sense of a mother or a mother energy, someone that maybe you consider like a mother. There could be some clashes of opinion there. There could be some not so pleasant situation, something that needs to be resolved in regards to a mother-related situation. And again, if that's the case and that happens to you, try to be very patient. Patience is the key. Some of you may be thinking of moving, either moving jobs or moving homes, or unexpectedly, suddenly this option or this opportunity to move jobs or residence could be presented to you. So what's the next sign after Virgo? I think it's Libra. Okay. Libra, sun, rising, or moon. Always listen for your rising sign or for your moon sign. I have a sense that if you are a Libra, that maybe your life was pretty much on balance. I get the sense that maybe your daily activities are changing, your daily routine is shifting. You may not feel so much balanced. I have a sense that the Akashic records are telling me that some of you could be thinking very seriously, either about a relationship that you are in or about a marriage that you are in. And you could be thinking about, do I need another child? Do I need to move? Do I need more money? What do I need to change so that I can better support this marriage or this relationship? I get a sense of a bill, and you either are very surprised about this bill, maybe you already know about this bill, but you still need to manage somehow to kind of cover the costs. They're showing me immigration, but they are also showing me legal situations that some of you Libras either could be talking to somebody about. Doesn't necessarily mean that this is your issue, but there's definitely going to be a talk, a discussion about a legal situation or an immigration situation. Some of you are going to have a very strong feeling and a very strong urge that it's time to pack and go and start fresh somewhere else. That's the sense that some of you could be getting. It could also be in regards to a relationship. Invitations, parties, social invitations, gatherings. There's a few of them coming up for you. Celebrations. And I also get a sense that Libras could be attending in some ways some kind of a cultural events. You are going to be reminiscing a lot over the past, over someone, even maybe over something that you think you lost. There's going to be a lot of reminiscing. Your loved ones who have crossed over, if you are a Libra who has loved ones who have crossed over on the other side, in some ways you're going to feel reconnected to them. Pay attention to your dreams. I get a sense of your loved ones in heaven are trying to communicate with you, maybe through your dreams. Maybe a sibling or a parent will be like, I saw this person in my dreams the other night. I get a very strong sense of many of you are going to feel more spiritual, or even taking a course, a class, or a spiritual course or class. You're going to feel, it feels like if you had been looking for some kind of a spiritual direction, spiritual path, you're going to find it. Is Scorpio the next sign after Libra? I don't see any comments on the chat. Okay. Scorpio sun, rising or moon. Please listen for your rising sign and for your moon sign. Confusion, uncertainty, feeling like you are on the edge of the rope, don't know what to do, feeling hopeless. Yet on the other hand, I get this switch, this swing, like maybe it's either your emotion, they could be going through highs and lows. I get a sense that either you are pressuring yourself or maybe other people around you are pressuring you. It feels like it's time for you to kind of push a little bit, because you kind of need to help yourself to get out of this situation. There is the promise of money to come in, but as of right now, it doesn't feel like that money is there yet. However, this money will show up for you through a new job, through once you money is going to pay you back, or in other forms. I get a sense that whatever you're going to do now is going to help you to generate more money. So if you are looking for a job, keep looking for a job. If it is a promotion that you want, do the work. Whatever you need to put in order, apply for it, ask for a promotion. So you need to be a little bit more patient in regards to finances or to a financial aspect to a situation. Somebody is going to show up to rescue you in some ways. Could be in small ways, could be in big ways. But please do remember, Scorpio, that you are not alone. Some of you may be facing some struggles with your health, sickness. You may be experiencing fears about possible issues with health, your physical body, safety issues. They're asking you to be as grounded as you can. You may benefit a lot from meditation in this month of March. Some of you, it is about love. Either you already have met somebody and the relationship is going through through the next stage now, moving up to the next stage. You could be ready. If you are single, now you're going to find yourself ready and more open to looking for love. A lot of stuff that has been happening behind the scenes, either you are not aware of, it's kind of coming to the light. You're going to know the truth, or you're going to find out something that maybe you did not know it before. You could be the one kind of talking about something hidden. You can be very secretive. Maybe you're going to talk about your secret feelings, something that maybe you don't usually open up about it. It's very important, Scorpio, that if you find yourself in need of help, you do ask for help. Pay attention around secrets. Either secrets are going to be spilled, could be about you. You may be hearing secrets of other people, but there's a lot of secrecy and the truth and something coming to the light that keeps circulating around you. You do have the power to overcome whatever is going through. You're going to get to the other side and move on from some kind of a funky energy, a situation where you feel that you are stuck. There is light at the end of the tunnel. So that's the message for you, Scorpios. Sagittarius, sun, rising, or moon. So always listen for your rising sign or for your moon sign. So Sagittarius, March 2020. It is about whoever you are financially joined with. Could be a spouse, could be a business partner. Maybe you have a roommate and together you pay rent. There's going to be some changes there. Either you are helping somebody to find a job so they can contribute financially to the household, or you could be the one looking for a job, but definitely it feels karmic. If you do find yourself running into some problems with work, with employment, or in the workplace, it does feel like it's very karmic. It's meant to happen because some kind of a change needs to happen in your life. If you feel like nothing is really happening, your life is still the same, it does feel like the calm before the big change, because there's a lot that's going to be happening there in your life in the next upcoming months, particularly in April and in May. So whatever is happening in March, either you have to make your peace with it or just enjoy. If you feel like nothing is happening, you are not particularly struggling, your life is completely fine, then do enjoy every moment of it, because very soon, in the next upcoming months, you're going to find yourself dealing with a lot of changes, and maybe you even have to push through these changes. There's definitely a lot of love for you, Sagittarius. In some ways, you are going to feel honored. Either in a meeting, you may be the guest speaker, you are going to be given the credit that you deserve, either in a relationship, in the family, at work, in a social group that you belong to. It's all about, finally, people recognizing your efforts, and you are going to feel that much elevated because of it. You're going to be either invited, or you could be throwing gatherings and celebrations. For some of you Sagittarius, I don't know what kind of religious holidays may be happening around the world in March, but I get a sense of religious holidays and gatherings a lot with you, Sagittarius. So just enjoy life for what it is in this moment. Do not worry about the past. Do not worry about the future. Just be in the moment. Take your life one day at a time. One day at a time. A little bit of stomach sensitivity for you, so you may be going through some kind of a stomach issue. Could be like an anxious tummy, but it feels like something mild, or is going to turn out to be something mild. Capricorn. Capricorn, sun, rising, and moon. Please always remember to listen for your rising sign and for your moon sign. Okay, give me one moment here so I can concentrate. 1 second. For some of you, they're talking about victory, or you coming victorious out of some circumstance. Could be in a legal situation, could be in some kind of a competition, could be between you and your struggles, If this victory doesn't take place in March 2020, it feels like you're setting yourself up for this victory. You're setting yourself up for this success. You're setting yourself up for this big, encouraging news. For you particularly, I get maybe some struggles with your throat, your voice, your tonsil. They're showing me your throat and your neck that may be a little bit sensitive. It could be about your throat chakra for some of you, not necessarily at a physical level. It's about your throat chakra, and you're finally learning how to speak up, to be listened, to speak up with power, and to gain that respect a lot more easy. You may find yourself either participating in some kind of a competition. You may be going to a show and there's some competition going on. You could be the one competing, but overall, I get the sense of you having fun and you trying to make the most out of what you have. Some of you are going to be very diligent about something. If you are somebody who maybe you have decided you're going to be in a diet and exercise program, you're going to be very diligent about it. If you have committed to kind of save money, you're going to be very diligent about it. If you have committed yourself to do something to change your life, okay, you are going to be very diligent about it. Forgiveness. There's a lot of forgiveness that is going to take place at all kinds of levels for you, Capricorn. Giving forgiveness, receiving forgiveness, making peace with yourself, making peace with what it was, because your life is about to change. You may have an inclination, you may have a feeling that your life is about to change, but you won't know it until that change happens. There's a lot of talks about children. Could be about your children if you already have children. Could be about the possibility of you having a child or taking care of a child. Conferences, networking, lots and lots of communication in person, phone calls, emails, networking. There's a lot of communication with you, around you, about you. I get the sense that all of it is good. You could be setting yourself up for an upcoming, not right away, right now, but in the next upcoming months, you could be setting yourself up for a promotion, to win a prize, to be given an award. So again, they're saying like you are going to be honored in some ways. There could be talks about some kind of a proposal. Either you may be thinking of proposing to someone, you could be the one receiving a proposal. Could be a love proposal, a business proposal, but the first inclination that I got, the first thing that the Akashic records showed me, it was about love proposals. For some of you, Capricorn, Sun, Rising, and Moon, they're saying stick to your plan. So don't let life distract you from your plan, whatever you have been committed to. Okay, so don't be distracted. Aquarius, Sun, Rising, and Moon. Please, Aquarius, always listen for your rising sign and for your moon sign. Whatever is happening in March, it feels like it's related to late November, early December 2019. For some reason, the energies are linked. You are trying to start something new. There's the sense that you have been trying to push through some energies to get to this new beginning, to get to start something new. People are going to show up to help you. They could be promoting you, promoting your business if you have one. There's a lot of people who are conspiring to kind of come together to help you or to help you in other ways. There's a lot of karmic events that are happening in your life, Aquarius. And they kind of started November, December, January 2009. November, December 2019, January. It feels like there's a lot of karmic events that are happening. So if you find yourself that a friend is moving, maybe you're not friends with them anymore, the breakup or the start of a new relationship or a marriage, the start of a new job, the start of a new business or a new business idea, it all feels very karmic. It's very important, Aquarius, that whatever you do in March, you need to come from a place where you are very gentle and very soft and very forgiving toward yourself. Take good care of yourself, because if you are not, either you have already been going through some struggles with your health or with your emotional health, if you have gone through it already, or you are about to. So it's very important that you are very caring toward your body, your physical body. Show yourself some loving, tender care. Help is on the way. Could be coming from family, could be coming from a source that you did not expect it, but someone in some ways is going to show up to help you with whatever you may be going through. Some of you could be talking to lawyers, you could be consulting about matters of a legal situation, an immigration situation, could be about a new job, a new employment, could be about extending whatever work you are doing. It feels like something is in the works, in the making. You may not strike a deal just yet, but you are still in the talks about something big that is happening. Don't stress yourself so much, particularly around money. Money could be very tight for some of you Aquarians right now, but if you are stressing about it, you're not helping yourself either. So some of you Aquarians could be going through some very difficult times, either financially, with your health, with your emotional health. You are experiencing some difficulties in some ways, even though at the surface you may seem to be fine. It's time for many of you Aquarians to reach out for help. Okay. Some of you may be dealing with courts. So if something is not final in March, whether it is a court situation or another situation in your life, if it's not final quite yet or ending or completing in March, it will definitely be over by May. So all you have to do is push a little bit until you get to that point, because you're not going to be in this situation forever, either with your health, with your finances, a legal situation, immigration situation, a relationship problem, whatever this may be. You may be facing the possibility of moving either right now in March, you may be facing the possibility of moving in the next upcoming months, or it feels like in the next 12 months, starting from now in March, until next March, you may be facing the possibility of moving or relocating. And I don't necessarily get the sense that this is a bad thing. If you do find yourself moving or facing the possibility of moving, it feels like it's actually going to be a good thing. Remember, a lot of karmic events are happening for a lot of Aquarians, and that move for a lot of you, if it happens, either now or in the next 12 months, it feels like it's very karmic. It's going to positively push you forward in life. So lastly but not least, Pisces, Pisces Sun, Pisces Rising, and Pisces Moon. Always listen for your rising sign and for your moon sign. Fear. Fear has struck again. Whatever you may be experiencing could be a little bit exaggerated in your mind or by the people around you. I also get a sense that with your work or with your career, you are going to reach a major milestone or an important breakthrough. So when it comes to work, certain things could be looking pretty good. You could be feeling more sensitive than usual. Please remember that we all have, we are born with a sense of intuition and psychic ability. And for you Pisceans, you could be feeling that you could be feeling your intuition and your psychic ability a lot more stronger. So do pay attention to it. Do not ignore it. The Akashic Records highly recommend for Pisceans to write down, when you get an intuitive hit, a dream, however you receive it, write it down. You could be working. I get a sense of inspiration. Somebody or something will inspire you, okay? And it will inspire you to get in action. It will inspire you to maybe write a book. It will inspire you to be creative in some ways, or for you to find your creative juice in some ways. Because after all, everything could be creative. How you put your outfit together every day you go to work, that could be creative. When you arrange your food in the plate, that could be creative. When you dance, when you sing, I get a sense that you're going to feel very creative. If you are already creative, you use your creativity to earn your money. This could be a very successful month. You are definitely going to begin some kind of a project that will turn out to be very rewarding for you once you complete these projects. There is some gossip around you, but what is different this time around is that a lot of you Pisceans are going to discover a way to be immune to it. You are not going to contribute to the gossip. You are not going to care about whatever gossip is going around. You are just going to detach yourself from it. I do understand that this is not the case for every Piscean, but definitely some of your Pisceans are going to find a way not to contribute to gossip or not to let gossip affect you. You may be running into people may be approaching you with the idea like, I kind of like to get to know you, hang out with you more, could be a friend, could be more than just a friend. I have a sense that somebody is looking either at your resume, at your work, because they want to assign to you something of importance. Maybe they want to assign to you the next big client, the next big project. They may be keeping an eye on you as a good candidate to be promoted or to get a raise. Somebody is keeping their eyes on you. They may be following you on social media, on Facebook. Maybe for some of you, the reason could be they just like you. That's why they keep an eye on you. Maybe they want to ask you out. But please do remember that whatever you are doing, Pisceans, it's not going to go unnoticed. Even though to you it feels like nobody's paying attention to you or looking at you, I get a sense that you are going to find out later on that people do pay attention to you. So embrace life for what it is right now. Don't run too far with your fantasy down the line. It feels like be in the moment right now. Work with what you have, okay? Work with what you have right now, what you know right now, okay? What is in your disposition right now. Work with what you have. Be aware of people who may be promising you something down the line. You're not there yet. When they deliver that promise, then you can work with it. There's going to be a lot of intrigues, lies, scamming that could be circulating around you, and you need to be highly aware of it. Do not commit or promise to anything that may turn out to be too much for you to handle. Be aware of what you commit to, what you take on, because it may turn out to be a lot more that you were signing up for. Either you may end up disappointing people, or you could be the one feeling disappointed. So always remember, again, at the beginning of this live stream, I did mention that because we are going through a lot of these energies, the eclipses, Mercury retrograde, Saturn, Jupiter, Venus. 2020, it is a year where we are all going to go through a lot of changes internally, but also in our life, because it is meant to set the tone for the next decade. So this is the perfect time to do an energy clearing at a deeper level. That's why I'm organizing on March 14th, Saturday, an energy clearing. It's a group energy clearing. It's going to take place on the GoToWebinar. The link for it is posted down here below. Space is limited. It's going to be a combination of different tools that I master in energy clearing. And if you are not able to attend live, you are going to receive a recording of it, and clearing will reach you whether you are attending the webinar live or not. If you are not familiar with it, please go find in this YouTube channel. I have energy clearing videos. So whatever you find on those videos is powerful, but the kind of clearing that I tend to do on the webinar is a lot more powerful than that. It's only $16.99. So go to my website, www.amaletworker.com. You can always email me at amaletworker@gmail.com, and I will see you on my next live stream. I will try to do the monthly videos with April and so on. Somebody commented on the Vimeo videos. I will also start to do those regularly. So please understand that I also needed heal. I have been going through a lot of issues with my health, and I hope to see a lot of you on the webinar. Again, the link is down here below for those of you who are interested to participate. Like, share, subscribe, and I will connect with you next time. Bye-bye.